Good morning, lovely people. It's Vlogtober day 10. Wow, third of the way there already. I just made myself a cup of coffee. I did try to film myself making it. I'm not sure how much of that footage is going to be usable because I was a real klutz. As soon as I got the camera set up, I spilled a glass of water all over the floor, had to mop that up. And then while I was waiting for the kettle to boil and getting my coffee ground and into the French press, I managed to spill sugar on the counter and then had to wipe that up. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that part in or not. It's coming up for mid-morning. Had a slow start to the day because once again I got stuck into the bay last night on BritBox and got to the end of season 2. I'm really enjoying that show. And so it was about midnight by the time I went to bed. But I did not set an alarm for today. I got up around 8 and that was fine. So I don't know about you, but I like free puzzle games. I love word games, right? And I like puzzles, and usually when I travel, I will try and get hold of The Puzzler. It's a UK puzzle magazine, which I think is the best one out there. Of course, I cannot buy it until I get to the UK. So one year, I was very profligate and I actually bought a 1-year subscription to Puzzler and had it mailed to my address here in Canada. And that was lovely, but I chose to do the bumper-sized one. So that 1-year subscription of 12 puzzle books, I think, lasted me about 18 months or longer, because there was no way I was going to finish all the puzzles in the book each month, even with Mr. Stitches doing some of them. He likes number puzzles. I like word puzzles. All this is to say, I've been playing on the New York Times app on my phone, and you get about half a dozen daily puzzles, which are great, but you always seem to want to do more. The crossword I can't do at all unless I subscribe. A second one you can do to a certain point, but just as you're getting into it, it cuts you off because you're not a subscriber. And the others are just once a day. And I thought, well, this is a perfect time to do the 7-day free trial and just bite the bullet and subscribe, because it's only like 10 cents a day. It works out to 10 cents a day. And what am I even questioning that for? Honestly, I now have unlimited puzzles, which is perfect for when you're traveling. Sometimes you just need to play on your phone because you don't have the brain space or anything else. So I won't buy a Puzzler magazine this time. I'll consider the money diverted into the New York Times app. I have work today at 4:30, which means I need to be ready by 3:45. So it's just going to be a question of how many dinosaur spines I can add to this hoodie-saurus before I have to do more work-related stuff. I'm just wearing comfortable things that I can slob around in for now. And yeah, I may have to, not have to, I may want to make some food at some point. I have an idea of what to make for dinner. I wasn't going to make anything. I was going to let the kids and the husband just fend for themselves, seeing as I won't be here at dinner time. But I may take pity on them and get something ready anyway. All the usual last-minute activities like packing, laundry, bit of extra grocery shopping, that sort of thing, are going to be done tomorrow. I have the whole day to get that finished. So today it's going to be push through with the knitting and hope I can finish this thing, and then plan my travel project. I'm going to put my coffee down far away from my knitting because with my track record, yeah. There's also a teeny bit of coffee left in the bottom of the French press, which can go in there. Before I pick up the knitting, I'll just show you the quilt I have on the wall. Isn't it cute? It's got little garden tools from the dollar store hanging off the bottom. And it was a panel from Fabricland. And I got the birdhouse and the garden sign from a dollar store too. And because I made it to hang up at work, I got the fabric for free. And it was on display for a while. Ooh. Not sure how long ago, good couple of years ago probably. I brought my second ball of jewel spun up. This is getting really low. I love that I'm down to the turquoisey part. That turquoise and charcoaly looking part. Oh, I love it so much. So I'm going to get on and knit the next spine. We can chat a bit more later. Well, I'm making good progress. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spines done. Just 2 to go, and they're going to fit in perfectly. Isn't this going to look so cute? It's going to be a while before my niece's son is big enough to wear this, I think. He is coming up for 1 in November, and he's petite. At least, I think he is, judging by the photos I've seen. It's kind of hard to tell, but he definitely looks on the smaller side, so he'll probably be at least 3 before he wears this. But that's okay, because kids always grow, right? Anyway, I had to get up and stretch in between each one because they're kind of intense, you know? I did time myself on one, and it took me 20 minutes. So they might look small, but they take time. So I have made myself some toast with some tahini and plum preserves on that I made, what was it, about a month ago? And I am going to do the messy stuff now, eat my toast, and then wash my hands, and then get back to doing those last 2 spines. And then I can do a little happy dance, and I will have a finished object to complete on my Ravelry project page, which is always so satisfying. It doesn't take long for my coffee table to start looking messy again. I really need to clean all this up, but my Caspian that needs to go wherever the case is. I have no idea what I've done with the case. And my purpley coloured harmonies need to be tidied up, and these double pointed needles need to go away. And this is a couple of things I bought yesterday as gifts. This is for my mum. This is for my sister because she's nuts about Snoopy. And she has a dog, so this is going to be for her. Just cute little photo frames. So here we are. I would say it's 99.99% done because it has no toggle fastenings yet. But here are my spines, all finished. Doesn't look super neat inside. I didn't pay too much attention to where my ends were, which is silly because I just realized rather than weaving them down into the knitting here, I should have just hidden them inside the spines themselves. Duh, big duh, Nicola. Oh well. So when I'm at work later, even though I have a nice big collection of buttons, I don't have appropriate toggles for this. The sleeves are definitely fraternal. More pink on this one, more turquoise on this one. But the body all matches up. Because, well, mostly it was knitted flat. I'm so happy this is so close to being done. I started this back in July, and I've had a lot of other things on my to-do list in that time, so of course it didn't get done quickly, but at least it's finished before we go away. I'm back in my happy place, which is to say in my sewing room in PJs. I'm going to do a quick look through the button stash tonight because work did not have any toggles, so we're going to have a quick look at what's in here. My green buttons take up a larger drawer because there's so many of them. I don't think any of those greens are going to really work for my hoodie saurus. This is going to be a big miscellaneous drawer. We'll look at that afterwards. Just love drawers and boxes and tins and stuff. That girly thing. I don't know. I think guys probably like to sort their screws and nails into one of these just as much as I love sorting my buttons. So my blue buttons also take up quite a large drawer. I'll move it around a little bit while I'm doing this. It needs a bit of a tidy, doesn't it? There's some more things that were also still on their cards. Oh, I just love these. Look at the colour in there. I got quite a few like that were either purple or blue or that sort of teal. Oh, so pretty. And I got them when they were on clearance, which means they were 3 of these cards for $1. So that was nice. I'm just going to take the ones out that aren't just basic colours, and then I'm going to have a proper look at them. Isn't it funny how when you do this you end up making more of a mess? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the top row here to make sure you can see my buttons. Okay, so we've got a purple drawer. Again, I don't think any of those is going to work for my hoodie. Actually, I have 2 purple drawers. These buttons come from a number of places. A lot of them came from dollar stores when I went through a phase of buying buttons. These ones are still on the card, so there's a whole bunch of orange ones. Definitely won't coordinate with the hoodie saurus. There's another drawer of orange. All sizes, mostly round. And then we've got pink. Look at this. You know, when I was thinking about buttons earlier, I thought we should have a little challenge. Maybe when the make-along is finished with. There's another one of pinks. Maybe when the make-along is over, or even just during the make-along, just for fun. Yellows. We should have like a button challenge. So in other words, you go to your button stash, if you have one, or you go and buy some buttons. That's not quite in the spirit of what I was thinking. And then you make something. Not too many red buttons. Every now and again I think, oh, I just want to make something where I sew buttons all over it, or something like that. Black. There are some crafts which you can make purely from buttons, like little Christmas trees. If you've got a small amount of buttons, but they're all different sizes, and you stack them from small to large and then put a thread or something through the middle, rounds, you can make a little tree. Sprays, not very many at all of those. This is almost a toggle shape, isn't it? But a little bit small probably, because it's going to have a crocheted yarn loop. And then whites. And then again, a whole bunch of different things. Mostly pretty ugly ones. Isn't that a funny expression? Pretty ugly. I'm going to confuse myself now. Oh, no, these are pretty. So these are pretty ones, not pretty ugly ones. So I've got these. A friend of mine gave me a few of these last year. And I've got some wooden butterflies, which are also really cute. Sorry, I just knocked the tripod. And I've got some wooden hearts and leaves like this that came off a quilt. Because it was getting old and the thread started breaking. But I don't think that unfinished wood is going to be a good choice for the hoodie either. Got some lovely silver ones here. Oh, and these are pretty too. I don't know if you can see those properly. And then I knitted myself a cardigan years ago, which had these on it. Maybe a smaller version of them. There we are. Unfortunately, after I had washed the cardigan a few times, they went discoloured. And I'm not sure why. See, I should probably have all these silvery ones in the same place. I have some cute ceramic ones too. There are butterflies and there are flowers. And this guy, which I haven't used yet. Is that a cat or is it a rat? You know, I think that's either a rat or a mouse. Probably more like a rat. And that would be perfect for my friend Jane. If I could think of something to sew that to, I could add it to her birthday present. Oh, I'm going to put it over on the ironing board with the other stuff. Isn't that one fun? I've got some Christmassy ones in here. There's some cute snowman ones, flowers. How cute is that? More ceramic ones. Purple ones. More wooden butterflies. Where did I put the other wooden butterflies? Right there. Purple. The thing with stashes, and you probably get this because you might have a stash of fabric or yarn or something, is that frequently when you want to do a project, you realize that the things in your stash are not perfect for that project and you need to go out and buy more. So let's see, I have some exceedingly sparkly Christmas trees. Some animals. A little Christmas parcel. Oh, some left over from a baby set stork holding a bundle. Oh, a llama. Black. So I have to confess, I'm not really in the mood for sorting out all the rest of these buttons tonight, because it was a tiring shift. So I'm going to just dump all these random little baggies back into the tin. And as you can tell, I was not inspired by anything for the hoodie. So that leaves me in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, that turquoise is far too bright. So I think maybe if I do use anything from here, it'll have to be a grey. I have really hardly any greys, and even if I find one I like, I probably don't have more than one. So maybe I'll take these upstairs and think about these. I'm hoping I don't have to do too many closing shifts. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they schedule me for at least one a week, and it's just going to have to be one of those things I have to suck it up and do. But there you go. So I guess now I'm officially on holiday because I don't have a shift tomorrow, and then we're off. Mr. Stitches and I are off to see the family, and the three young men are all staying home. Gone are the days when we took our kids on holiday with us. And anyway, three of them, like two of the kids plus my husband, all work for the same company. So if all three of them went on holiday at once, that would leave them pretty short-staffed, I think. So I'm going to say goodnight, and thank you again so much for watching. I love to see your comments and know that you're enjoying the videos. And I'll see you again tomorrow for day 11.